Okay folks, well it's time now to move on to the last part of the actual modelling challenge in this tutorial, which is giving the tutorial a head. Be careful how you pronounce that. So, I just set up this scene so I could render it out. I'm just going to delete this light now. I'm going to select the torso here, right click, and hide unselected. Zoom in, and I'm going to save as. There's going to be part 10, the claws. No, sorry, part 10, the head. Okay then. Now, the designs that I've been looking at for this, it's going to be nice and easy to make a good, effective head for this, because it's not a human, it's a robot. Had a discussion today with one of the guys off the site, and he said, well, the torso doesn't look very realistic. And I said, well, that's the point, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to look like a torso would look if you built it over the top of a load of machinery. That's all. We're not building Terminator robots that are going to sneak around buildings and people are going to go, what's that? You know, it looks like a human. This isn't designed to look like a human. This is designed to look like a big, unpleasant, nasty murdering machine. So, delete those. I mean, you're not going to see one of these walking down the street and go, ah, hello, Mr. Insert name here. You're not going to be fooled. Wait a minute, that isn't old Mr. Gimbal from the flower shop. No! It's a... Too late. You get the point. Anyway, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm not even going to bother explaining, because we've gone down this road many times already. So, there we go. Just going to do a little bit of a squeeze there. There we go. And I'm going to detach it. And this is called head. I know it's a neck really, but it's going to be the head. So there we go. Just going to scoot backward a bit. Okay, now I'm going to extrude upwards like that. And let's start just fleshing out a basic shape for this. Remember, not human. Okay, once we've got that sorted out, we can just flesh ourselves out a bit of a shape. There we go. Okay, now this middle row here isn't scaled properly, so scale that through and do a bit of a grow on it, X and Y. There we go. Just getting a basic shape together here. We know it isn't going to win any wow, look at that realistic head awards. That's not the idea though. Right, hide this selection. There's a reason the head's designed to look like this, and I will show you in just a moment. There we go. Just going to unhide that piece again, it's going to be more useful. Oops. And hide unselected. There we go. Right then. Want this piece. And we're going to bevel it by extraordinarily small amounts and increase the outline amount. There we go. And finally just extrude it upwards in one solid mass. Okay. Now why have we done this? Maybe we want to make a character who looks like Mr. Ben off the ever popular BBC series. I don't think so. We're actually going for the classic faceplate approach. A simple way of making a face for a robot. As you can either map on a bitmap or do whatever else you want just to make it look groovy. So there we go. There we are. Bring that in. I'm going to bring this up. Just make sure this is okay. Move that. And over there. Okay. Turn it round. And select those. Make sure I haven't selected everything else by mistake. Okay. Not got the right one selected. Try again. There we go. So, just inset it now a little piece. There we go. Click OK. And extrude it a bit. There we are. And I'm just going to tessellate this little piece, because I want to add some more polygons into it. Okay. Okay then, now I'm going to insert this bit. There we go. And a cut. There we go. So we've got this piece here now. Delete this polygon here, because we don't need it. And take this one, and I'm going to bevel it, hinge it, all the way over the top. There we go. So I can now increase the segments. There we go. Okay, and so we're starting to get the shape together here. Okay. Click OK. Now then, I'm going to have to half this because we're going to start doing some symmetrical madness. There we go. So, left, and I'm going to take off half the head. Sorry, old man. That's the way it goes. Okay. Drop into perspective again. And we're going to build this half and use symmetry on it. So, go down, find the correct axis to mirror on, and just make sure that it is correctly mirrored, which it is. Okay. Now what we want to do next is we're going to pin the stack and go down to editable polygon, and we're going to take this bit here and do a small extrude on it by about -2. Click OK. Check it out, it should be extruded in nicely. Now in this viewport here I want to click view align, flatten it out. Now over here, obviously, I'm going to bring this back. Oops. Until it's level with the sides here. There we go. And it's time to do some polygon repair. So, vertexes, target weld. There we go, and turn this side round and over to here. There we go, and that leaves us with one nice flat polygon. So from this we should be able to get to the next piece that we want in. So I'm going to detach the I don't really want to, but I'm going to have to. This is where it becomes a bit of a nuisance. So I'm going to extrude this small amount. Click OK. Do them as smooth, and just grow that until it's coming all the way out in a nice round shape like that. Right, and we're going to start by beveling. There we go, and okay, and we're going to start out with these pieces here. Now then, we've got these starting to get there. Let's just increase the scale of them a little bit. There we are. Okay, and we're going to keep beveling them. Like that. Whoops. Go back to our bevel. Wait for autosave to do its business. Okay. And oop. I'm going to bring these in. Now if you look, we're starting to get some mad ends there that I'm going to have to sort out now. So I'm just going to delete those isolated vertices. I want to build just a cap on that. There we go. Just going to bevel this in. And to about there, and just collapse. There we go, and that gives us our first set of lovely horns. There we go, nice lovely horns. Okay. Now then, another thing I want to do is put some spikes on the top of his head. So that extra I am completely insanely chaotic look. We can do that easily enough. There we go. And we're going to extrude them. So I'll give them quite a nice extrusion height. And if you look, due to symmetry, they're kind of doubling up here, so I'm going to have to bring the centres in a bit. Click OK. Looks like I've got the entire thing selected, unfortunately. There we go, try that. That's better. There we go, so that's some nice spikes put in. And at the back of the head here, what does every mech want? Well, I think of a couple of things actually. Let's move these along first. And just kick in one iteration of NURM subdivision. Okay. And those horns don't look right at all, not even remotely, so we're going to do something with those as well. So, I want to select this line here. On the outside, and do a loop. And now I'm going to decrease the size of that loop somewhat, make a rather more insectoid effect. Also going to bring it down here a little bit more. There we are. Get it a bit closer. Okay. And then I'm going to chamfer this bit and click OK. That means that when I come to using the NURM subdivision now, we get a much better. See what I mean? Nice. Okay, so I'm going to turn off NURM subdivision, collapse my model, and I'm going to take these 4 polygons here. Now if you understand how my models are made and what's going on with my models at the moment, you'll know exactly what I'm going to do with this. If you don't, then you've probably been watching someone else's tutorial and came across this one completely by mistake. So, hi, I'm Chris from 3D Palace. So, here we are, we're going to make a of course we're going to have to flatten this bit here. So, go into here and view a line. There we go. Now, remember that technique I showed you for just straightening up your vertexes? We're going to use that. So, just select, And I just want to give a shout out here to my main homie Mr. Ocknod, who in fact was the guy who taught me this interesting technique, because I'd never used it before. And he was using it for UVW unwrapping. And oh damn if it didn't work perfectly. I mean, really top hole stuff. Okay, so crank that in. Wait for autosave to do its business. Ooh, wrong way. There we are. And there we go. Okay, now target weld. There we are. Use with this nice big square here. Okay. Now, nice little extrude again. Okay. And click. And mesh smooth again. And a quick grow. Delete the isolated vertices. Just going to cap this off. There we go. And then finally, just a quick hinge from edge. I'm going to pick our hinge and, well, I'm damned if it's not going to be that one. 90. Segments 10. Nice and smooth. Click OK. Okay, nice thin pipe here. Bevel. Give it a height of 0.001 and bring the outline amount to a positive number. Pull that to there. I'm going to bring it in, because the head isn't actually animated, it's just there, and delete it. There we go. Suppose I could animate the horns wobbling in an amusing manner. How will the animation actually, if we're going to use a projected face map, we'll just go on this bit here. It's called cheating. Terrible. I feel so dirty. Dude. Okay, check that, make sure it's looking fab. And it kind of is. Now let's just do some weird things over here just to make our model look bizarre when we're finished. Because of course we're using NURM subdivision, so we're going to do something amusing. Like polygon, height, slightly negative amount, outline amount, big negative amount. Just reduce the height. There we go, and the outline amount. And click OK. There we are. Lovely, 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 as Jamie Oliver might say. Then up with the iterations. Check our model. There we are. Looking good. Right click, convert to editable polygon. There we are. Okay then, so we've got the head on top of the model now, with its big mad looking insect-like horns, rather like a pair of pincers, more decorative than anything. Press F4, unhide it. And now if we go over here to utilities, display, unhide all. We can zoom back, and there we go. Look at that. Hey. bit of a mad workman's helmet, but of course once we do the thing on here, nice texture on there, then it will look pretty damn fun. Okay, so that's the modelling stage of this assignment done. I think I might actually, let's have a look at that head. Let's have a look at it. Press F4. Press Control Z there. Yep. Now of course feel free to interchange it with any head that you want to come up with. This has just been stuck on for speed's sake apart from anything. Looks a little bit like the one you get from Creature Creator, which is insane. But this is the modelling section completed. There's been some comments to make the claws bigger, and if you want to make the claws bigger you can. You can also add more tail sections in the gun, make the arms bigger, make the legs smaller, make the torso slightly more worrying looking. The choice really is entirely up to you, but I hope you've enjoyed watching this modelling section, and now I'm going to hand you over to my friend Paul Joseph, who will show you how to do the animation. So thanks for watching this part, and goodbye.